Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik out of China, and this is a game, War in the Pacific, Admiral's Edition, in our play by email against Jochen. Jochen is the allied player, and for me it is the Empire of Japan. And today we will check the 23rd January 1942. The last two turns was a setback. The setback of my first carrier fleet in that my 0 fighter wings gets destroyed over Nomaya. And last turn my center army gets defeated in the second battle of Changsha. The first battle was a tactical victory, but the second battle was a totally defeat, and I must regroup and reorganize my forces in central China. So North China, I cannot push forward. Central China, I cannot push forward. And the southern flank is unstable, I would say. Not sure what will happen there. Hopefully I can now maybe create some new strong push forward in South Philippines or also in Java to secure my resource area. I need oil, a lot of oil. So this is a Mark 14 submarine attacking here one of my cargo ships. Luckily this time the Mark 14 is not working, but we have here deep water, so don't expect anything happen. Similar situation in Sydney, nothing happened. My rowboat hit, get a little damage, but nothing really major. But it looks like that Jochen have some more assets around Sydney, so I maybe must reposition my submarines. Yeah, all my task forces coming together east of Surabaya. There's still some Dutch submarines operating. Here is one of these Dutch subs trying to intercept the shipping between Singapore and, I don't know, south, the direction to Java. And I'm able to, because this is now shallow water, and normally shallow water is simply dangerous. I don't really have many hits, but at least one of these two hits make heavy damage. So this submarine is crippled and forced to return to a port to repair. After all this miserably and this high pay toll I had to offer to these Dutch submarines, maybe today is a little payback time. Again, the submarine and attack. And more hit. So this submarine is now completely crippled, but I am out of ammunition, so I cannot strike and finish this submarine. Not with this destroyer, but it looks like that the submarine must surface, and then of course the submarine is an easy target. Once the submarine must surface because it cannot dive more, then there's no chance. The submarines try to strike back, but the destroyer is simply far too good. And we hit here many times and sink the submarine clean. Good. One of these evil forces of the deeps sent back where it comes from. a good start, I would say, so far. Unluckily, here's one other Dutch submarine near to Saigon still in position and was able to intercept one of my cargo ships. It is only a smaller, I think 4-point cargo ship and empty. I only relocate them, but I don't have much hope that this ship will survive. This is a British submarine now. You can see the evil grey-black color, so it is clearly a member of the Dark Force, of the bad guys. Someone tried to protect the Empire, but the bad Empire. But we all know that all these forces of the evils, they shoot terrible. And the forces of freedom and justice cannot be defeated. So, my Navy scouts find a lot of cargo stuff is coming in and going out of Rangoon, but I have not really the forces to stop this now. It is my focus is first Java. I want first take Java and Surabaya. That is simply for me now more important. Secure all the oil, secure the main harbor, so that there's no port more in range for the submarines to operate in short range. So that if there's any damage, submarine must return to normally Perth or Ceylon. And there was maybe one more Catalina that just gets killed. Killing every day one Catalina is of course good. It will maybe keep the numbers in balance. I think the Americans, they produce maybe one Catalina per day. And this is now here only my standard Chinese airstrikes. After this lost battle of Changsha, I have to regroup all my units and think about a new strategy. Again, many hits on this airport. I don't know if the weather was now wrong, but I think I choose the one location maybe. I don't cover my paratroopers, so the Russian bombers, what is left of them, can attack now and disable some of my units. And these are the seagulls out of the Philippines here. And if with a little luck I can avoid the hits. Okay. So first attack failed. There are also some P-35. They're coming, I think, in... Yeah, they're coming in low level attack, so strafing. They're carrying this 100 pound bombs. It's, I don't know, a 100 pound bomb is simply really not enough to create damage. If you hit maybe 10 times with a 100 pound bomb, then you can also sink the ship. It can create fire, and the fire can maybe create damage. But all these ships are all empty, they already finished the unloading, so it's not more so important. And now I have here at least some air cover. This unit I can cover. And Jochen tried to attack me with Catalinas and with this Dutch also patrol boats. These are both patrol boats, but this is a 2-engine and this is a 3-engine. With Catalina they can transport these torpedoes. And the Dutch patrol boats, I think they have 2 or 3 300 kilogram bombs. And a 300 kilogram bomb is, I think, already something. Catalinas and torpedoes are, of course, much more dangerous. But zeros are, of course, normally good enough to force this strike back. The problem is that I think this is the long range cap. So I have here 3 times more. I have here 27 zeros, but I only can get a third of them in the actual battle. Okay, Catalina is dead. That was good. And the next Catalina must fly back. And the door is also damaged. And nothing can pass here. This attack completely failed. Unescorted, of course, slow. Easy prey for my zeros. The question is only if I can maintain this air cover presence. So the second attack already is too fast for my zeros. And I get a hit on one of my cargo ships. And 300 kilo is, of course, much more than 500, and double hit. So this is, of course, critical damage. Two hits on one cargo ship is a little much. So can be that this ship is still not heavy damage, but the fire will maybe create the damage to sink this cargo ship. Luckily there's nearly no troops more. And now the dangerous stuff is coming. They are even more slow. They have no hit points, they have no protection at all. But they can simply carry the, I think, 1,000 pound bombs or torpedoes. So I hope that my zeros can kill here some of these wildebeest watchers. And we have a good start already. The first pilot already make short process, killing 1, 2, 3. Even 4. So this one pilot just made 5 kills in one strike. So if he was not an ace, he's now an ace. And because he has still some ammunition left, he can kill 6. And the damage is 7. And 1 more kill, so I don't know how many kills. This must be normally kill number 7 already. If you have this kind of pilots, then you don't really need 27 zeros, and 4 zeros are maybe enough. Okay. 2 swordships can penetrate this cap fighters, but for some reason they're not really attacking. So maybe they had the torpedoes and this was attack from ahead, so then they cannot make this strike. And this, yeah, they had torpedoes, so they're coming from the wrong attack direction, and then they simply return to base without even trying to attack. Good, and we make 1 kill by flak. Good. A totally disaster, but there are more coming, and now I have only 1 0. So what does 1 0 can do? And out of ammunition. So this was at the end even lucky for, or unlucky for me. Again, attack from ahead. Oh, they have bombs and not torpedoes. Again, attack from ahead. And nothing happened. So this is now this ship with heavy fires already. Okay. And because the game more or less calculates this, the fire is still burning, and this is why I have now here more damaged units. It's not that really the ships gets hit, but the fire is still ongoing. So they had all torpedoes, but failed. Again, B-17s, and I have no air cover, so they can now attack in perfect order. And this create really a lot of disabled units. So, and yeah, heavy clouds are still maybe okay for the bombers to create enough damage, and I mean this is a lot of damage. So. And this is a normal attack, so full bomb load, so everything is now against me. And this was the reason why I tried to attack a juncture, so that I can give pressure here. But I have still nothing to really stop this B-17 strikes. More submarines. Hunt them down. And maybe a hit. But okay. Too often I get the report, hey, we hit the submarine, and then at the end nothing happens. nothing really too special, but every day kill a little. And the seagulls are coming back. Again, nothing. The seagulls, they have this 250 semi-armor piercing bomb. Strafing again. And again a hit on my APD. But only one bullet. Okay. Now we have the Dutch Air Force. These Dutch medium bombers. Similar maybe to my Key 21 army bombers. No protection, no hit points. Also easy to kill. Because this is now the afternoon, my cap fighters are back to 100%. So 9 zeros as if every zero can kill one bomber, it's already enough. What is interesting is that this bomber formation normally suffering horrible losses, but it looks like the squadron leader don't break the attack. Before I often saw that if there's an unescorted bomber strike running in cap fighters, that they at least trying to escape. And this game is a little strange in this way that if the bomber won't escape, then they simply say, okay, let's fly back, and there's no way that interceptors really kill them. They let them go. If the bomber won't go back, they can go back. Okay, this is very similar to the first strike we had in the morning. Again, it's only that there are normally 11 coming. I have here only 5 kills, but normally everything is destroyed. So normally all 11s are dead, and 8 are more coming. So. I'm not 100% sure if there are no Dutch fighters more left, or why Jochen come with no escorts. I mean, the problem is you can see that this attacks coming all from this mountain base. So it is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The distance is 8. And of course there's no fighters from the Dutch Air Force, I think, can fly 8 hexes. So maybe there's another reason, but I would never really do this if it's not a must. I mean, maybe this is a must for Jochen to send out the bombers without escorts. And I'm running out of ammunition. Oh shit. 2 less ammunition. Ah. Unbelievable. Luckily, I think this bomber was so disordered and in the wrong attack position that they cannot create any damage. But my zeros are burned out. So out of this 8, only 2 can escape, so 6 more. But 6 more are coming. I don't know how many they have, and I have only 1 0 left. Again, and 0 is not in position. So they're coming only in 100 feet, only have 1 bomb strafing. Oh yeah. And 6 more. Yeah, my caps are not more useful now. Too many strikes. And this is my damaged ship already. I think had already 2 300 kilogram bomb hits. And this is the 3rd bomb hit. At least I can damage some. Payback for this bombing my ships. That is not fair. Yeah, okay. So this ship had already heavy fires. Now it's not only heavy fires, it's also heavy damage. So this cargo ship is for sure lost. Still more. If I had only a little more cap fighters. Luckily, again, Arizona. And also here, some non-combat support guys getting killed. But 1 bomb hit is maybe okay still to handle. Yeah. This is his top Dutch submarine. Yeah. This both ships was for sure. The submarine hit with the torpedo is always a kill. And 300 kilogram bomb hits are similar to what the torpedo is. So, and here's the AMC in the American submarine. I don't know, is this not a Mark 10 submarine? Unluckily I cannot find the position. I'm not so sure. I think this is a Mark 10. Na gut. And here's a cargo ship going down. I'm not exactly sure why. Yeah. And one of my patrol ships. That is for sure a short range submarine. This is for sure a Mark 10. Yeah. And this patrol ship also go down. Oh no! Good, now I can unload my units. And here also additional unloading. Oh, yeah. So this is now battle number 3 or battle number 4 of Clarkfield. And I think the fort is already down to a level 1 or level 0, not more sure. I think I have roughly 3,500 attack value and Jochen maybe 900 or 1,000 in best case. So more than 3 times the attack value. But Jochen has triple defense terrain. So I was able to completely destroy the fort. So there's no bonus more, any bonus for the defenders, so only the terrain bonus now. But you can also see that is similar to last turn. Even Jochen not even can make more than out of double this defense value. Again, I would say it's completely game breaking if there's something like this that you can. But maybe this is included, this terrain bonus, maybe. And I also lose, so I can reduce my attack value is reduced. Jochen's is more than doubled. So we have at the end only odds of 1 to 1 and not 2 to 1. I can destroy this last fort, okay. But I also don't have many destroyed units. Looks now like a high number compared to Jochen. But this again, these numbers are totally only for show. So far, really, I don't know. Is the only thing what really matters is this stuff. This is counting points and needing supplies to rebuild and stuff. So I lost 40 fighting squads and Jochen lose 118, and the rest is very equally. He also lost 58 guns. So high numbers of guns are destroyed for him. High numbers of fighting units are destroyed. The big part is not, of course, that I have now a lot of stuff is disabled. So I need again 3 or 5 days to get most of this stuff back online. Yeah. And they also still know of the American forces are breaking. So the second battle, not good. This is only a test bombardment for me. I can see here roughly 400 attack value, I have 200 attack value. So only to see how is the situation here in the source. And this is now bombardment. I'm not sure why the game is always so slow with this. For some reasons, the bombardment is always... There's a lot of sound effects no one really needs. And the game is always waiting the sound effect is over before it can let the next unit attack or bombard in this case. The bombardment is really fine. If I maybe not attack last time here and only make this kind of bombardment, I can maybe slowly get Jochen's attack value down. I can see that he's at 4,500, so he lost maybe 400 attack value, but I lost 2,000, so of course this was a disaster. But if I can destroy some squads every day, then, and if I can reinforce my stuff, then maybe 1 or 2 weeks I need to get the balance back here. Okay, and this bombardment was not so effective. Yeah. These are my fast tank units cleaning up this highway. And the British give up. My landing forces cleaning the base. Kagarian is now under control, but the Americans are still running away. But it looks like there was really no attack value left. And the little surprise, I mean, I saw this airstrikes. The airstrikes cost me one of my cargo ships. But all these airframes are now destroyed on the ground. Okay. Picking up here one more base. And I catch up with these Dutch forces. There's normally nothing left. They can give up with a little luck. But they still won't fight. But at least one unit is over at the end. So 3 running and 1 give up. I think this was a base force give up. Yeah. And Jochen, because this B-17 strike and this bombardment strike cost me more or less all my active attack value, and this is now, I think, too much. Even Chinese forces can now attack my broken Japanese units. Yeah, and I only can try to retreat back to my line. So I jump over the river and be now on the other side. Oh yeah, of course this is more than 4 times the attack value, and my morale is broken. So this is why I cannot organize any defense, and I suffer here some losses, but still possible to rebuild most of the stuff early on. And this is all light stuff. This is not so complicated. So long the unit is not completely destroyed, it's possible to reinforce. Okay. Of course, the one base I had no units inside, so I lost the victory part. Good. So we arrive now the 24th January. And the oops, it was the wrong button. And the air battle was in favor of Japan, I would say. 56 to 1. So 26 Dutch medium bombers gets killed directly and 3 are crashed. Also wildebeest 11 killed and flak even more. So a totally disaster for this. Many Catalinas gets killed. Also some flying tigers. And in total I think 5 Catalinas gets killed. Plus 1 Do 24. That is 6 flying boats. And this all only for the cost of 1 zero pilot. And only the 1 pilot is unluckily killed. Naja. And I have here maybe some aces at 1 day more or less. Let me check. You can see this in operational report. Sometimes you can see here the killing 3 2 2 2 2 kill. More kills. Kill number 5. Here, attempt ace status. Then you can check if this name is now, I think he starts with, this is a kill number 3, and maybe at the end he make a kill number 6, so there's an ace, at least 2 aces. Good. Yeah, low garrison. And I must admit that I lost the patrol boat. Oh my god. So what else? Ship sunk. Was last turn. So this is his Dutch sub I kill. Nice. This is this Tokyo Maru I lost again for this other Dutch sub. Okay. This is a patrol ship near Tulagi I lost. Yeah, and this is a Mark 10. Okay. And I'm not more sure how this ship sunk, because I only saw a 100-pound bomb hit on my APD. Why it's not on a cargo ship? That is a good ship to lose. I'm not more sure why I lost this. Okay. And this ship had a 300 kilogram bomb hit, so this is okay. This 100, this is a little surprising for me. But, naja, amphibious strike and there's enemy air force is always possible, and I have no air cover there. Can happen. The biggest, I mean, in China is no big change. I call some forces from the Xi'an front down to support me in the center, but this will need some weeks to prepare. I lost the base here now. Yeah, cannot change. I'm kicked back, so I will return to Changsha, and then maybe from Changsha I go maybe back with my paratroopers and let them rest and regroup first. There's not really much I can do. Yeah. There is really not much movement here, I think, in the future in China. I can only try to stabilize this. I can choose maybe to go for this city more strongly and take these resources, and maybe take Hukong and then stabilize this, that we have maybe the front line here around this big river. I can live with this if I pick here all the source. It will give me already a better position than Japan had in a historical outcome. But we will see. Here in Malaya I think the last forces are now broken. The highway is open, the railway is open, the bases are all taken, so these Malayan forces are trapped. The Thai forces can simply and slowly get rid of them. and the invasion fleet of Java is now in position. I land with my troops here in Malang, and most of this, I think there was before 60, no, still 65 bombers official, but this is maybe old information. I don't make a recon. So I know that the day before, or yeah, the last day, Jochen had here 65 bombers. I'm not more sure how many are left. Maybe only 20, 25, something like this. And this was only the first small invasion commando to take over the base, because once I take the base and then I make an amphibious landing, then I will not have additional losses on the landing. If I make amphibious assault on an enemy base, then there's always a possibility to have landing accidents. Good. So this is here. My carrier fleet is now moving more and more back direction Rabul, and then rearm, rebuild and reinforce. You can see here some force. The system damage is a little higher, and we have engine damage because I use the ships on full speed for 2 turns. But nothing really happened here. There's more submarines here. There are also submarines here in this area, so I must maybe bring some sub hunter in this location and walk out of Georgetown and later out Sebang, and make sure that this street of Malacca is always free. It's a little dangerous to operate here stuff. I know that here's a submarine also near to southeast of Saigon, but this is deep water, and only one submarine is not enough to bring a full sub hunter Nell bomber unit here in this area. I have bigger concerns, and I also don't need this traffic area more. Everything is already in Singapore, Saigon, Bangkok. So I normally move only from Miri to Saigon. In future I will move from Saigon to Palm Bang and to Java. And here is normally nothing to hunt more. I must more or less try to operate here around the Java, around South Japanese Sea. Here I think are more submarines, and also in the Bay of Tokyo in this area I must operate sooner or later some sub hunters. But I still don't have so many squadrons. Many are still under training. Let me check if I find here some. Oh no, here. I have here still training submarine patrol, but I normally won't have a 60, so I'm only at 50, so I need more time. 1 or 2 more weeks, and then I have one more group, and I always have a full group going for sub hunting. It's more likely to create a hit. Good. Yeah, my forces, my strike or my attack on Palmbang is again failure. I dropped from 3,500 to 3,200, so I lost 300 attack value. Nothing really gets destroyed, but a lot of stuff gets disabled. So you can see that. So 90 is still okay, 80 is okay, but here these units are a little broken. So maybe I take this SNLF guys. These are only Marines. They are not normally for frontline duties. This is not their business. So I take these 2 units out of the front line and bring them back to Manila and let them rest, and then I can use them to take these smaller bases here, these islands. Yo, okay, I think this is first enough. I can shortly maybe find this here you can see only, I can talk shortly about this. This is my invasion fleet. This is one of my cargo ships. Got also a 300 kilogram bomb, but only 1 bomb hit. So you can see the damage. So the ship can handle 1 of these bomb hits, but not much more. A second will make it very critical, and the third will for sure kill it. And in the here. There was this APD, I think I get 2 or 3 100-pound hits, but the damage is small, so maybe this was Fog of War, and not the APD gets hit by the 100-pound bomb hit, but this cargo ship, and then the cargo ship burns down. But yeah, hard to say. Good. Thank you all. Take care. See you next time. Bye bye.